Internetians. My name is Josh, aka Ultra Player, your coach of the New York Metagross. And this is my third time recording this video. I went to edit the second version, which was a very good version I'm very happy with. Didn't have the mic working at all. So here we are. Oh, I'm so upset that I just lost all that. Anyway, it wasn't too bad, I guess. We are here for our NPA Minors Week 3 battle. Third time recording it. Versus it saw coach of the Milwaukee Bewears. Link to his whatever's in the description below. I believe I only found his Twitter. I don't believe he has a YouTube channel. If he does, I did not immediately find it. Anyway, as you can see above us, the 6 mons we have decided to bring. Also, they're over there. That direction, kind of like that way-ish. The 6 mons we decided to bring, we have our SD Mega Mawile, we have our Vortex Playful Dragonite, we have our Iron Defense Calm Mind Rest Necrozma, we have our Stealth Rocking Toxic Torkoal, we have our Curse Protect Snorlax, and we have our Zap Plate Electrode. And as you can see on your screen here, or over there, or even over that way a little bit more. There we go, that way. Anyway, you can see the 6 mons that he decided to bring. He bought a bunch of shiny Pokemon because he's a hacker. Hacker right there. Total hacker. Anyway, you can see the 6 mons he decided to bring. No Goodra, no Rhyperior as predicted. Or, I predicted Goodra and Rhyperior to come, but they're not here. So, that's kind of cool. So anyway, yeah. Woo. If you want full details on these sets, we did put up a team builder earlier today, because I've decided on putting both of them up at the same day, so I can get them knocked out and work on UBLN, which will be up tomorrow, I hope. Anyway, 6 mons, team builder, went over them. Awesome, let's get into it. He has no electric immunity, no electric resist on this team. Electros is a fabulous, fabulous lead. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to lead Electrode. I can basically voltage on anything, and he leads me and Chow. Now immediately I'm like, this is Choice Scarf. I'm definitely 100% sure this is Choice Scarf. So, knowing that, I'm positive he'll go for U-turn. I don't think he'd ever let me go hard into Necrozma, because his best way to handle that is Toxic. So I'm not entirely sure if he would allow that. So predicting the U-turn, I'm going to go for Volt Switch. And so, yeah, that just happened. So he had Jump Kick's first turn, and we are in immediately a bad spot. However, this does give me my Dragonite, which means I can't just go straight for the Iron Tail, predicting the Iron Tail will then come in. He actually goes into Pelipper, surprisingly. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I still get a decent chunk off of that. Dragon Claw would have done a crap ton, but that's fine, that's good damage. I'm going to go into Torkoal, getting rid of the Sun. I should have Dragon Clawed. If I had Dragon Clawed, it would have been so much better. He goes for U-turn. Based on the Iron Tail damage, I know that he's offensive, so I'm going to go with the fact that he's Choice Specs. And he's going to go into his Kingdra, which is fine. Sun is up. I can go into my Snorlax with no problem, take the hit, even though he misses. And here I can just fire off a Body Slam. Body Slam is a very good move against him. I don't think he'd go into Scissor with the Sun up. I could go for Fire Punch and kill him. I get a good amount of damage off with the Body Slam. I'm going to go for the Protect to scout what he's going to want to go for, knowing positively that he's Choice. And then I'm going to go for Curse. See what he goes into. He goes into Scissor, which immediately scares me, because I fear that he get the SD superpower. So even with this Curse up, I'm not going to stay in. I'm going to go hard into my Torkoal. This is my designated switch into this. Woo! And he's going to reveal the U-turn. And I'm like, okay, so he's probably not SD, most likely. So that's fine. I can set up curses on that. He's going to go into his Pelipper, and here I'm going to predict him to click U-turn. I'm going to go for my rocks. No, I'm not. Ask me next time. I predict him to go for U-turn or Surf, and he goes for Scald on my Dragonite. And he gets the burn, which is awesome. So my Dragonite's burned, which is unfortunate. However, it's fine. I can go ahead and go for Dragon Claw here. I'm going to get no damage off on the Scizor, and I'm going to save Dragonite for sack fodder later, or extreme speed, should I need it. Go out to my Torkoal. He's going to click U-turn again. Whew. I know this is the turn I predict him to U-turn out, as he's in fact going to go for, once again, the Scald and knock me out, which is bad because I don't get Rocks now, and Rocks basically sealed this game up. However, I can go to my Necrozma and I can just start setting up. I don't really see any way he has to beat me, and he goes into Sylveon, which I'm like, okay, I'm faster than this, I can get up a Calm Mind and potentially take the Hyper Voices, as he reveals the Toxic. Which I'm like, okay, so it's not Specs, which means I win. Basically. So he can go into me a Chow, and I'm like, so I win. Got it. And I set up the Iron Defense so I could better take on Scizor should I think he's going into that. As he goes for Knockoff, and I'm like, this is too good. I go for Rest here, predict, like, just in case he would, like, crit the Knockoff. It would have been really bad for me, especially with the Toxic damage. So now I can get rid of that Toxic. And here, he goes into Scizor, and I'm afraid of this. I'm still kind of, like, afraid of what he might be able to do. However, I'm just going to try and stay in, knowing he'll probably go for the U-turn. He does go for the U-turn and goes into the Typhlosion. I burned off both turns of sleep, so I'm going to click Rest, predicting, or Scouting. If I clicked Calm Mind there, basically would have won the game. It would have been over right then, had I clicked Calm Mind. However, I'm going to go into my Dragonite, sacking it off. However, I'm going to live the Burn and Eruption, so I'm going to get an Extreme Speed off on this and be able to wear it down. And then I'm going to be able to go right out into one of my setup sweepers, namely Snorlax, and be able to threaten this thing on out of here. So he's going to go into his Pelipper as I'm going to go for Body Slam, finishing that off and getting rid of Rain as soon as these 5 turns are over. He goes into a Mew Shell. I can go for Protect to Scout, as well as get 50% off on him if he goes for High Jump Kick, as he does. And here I'm going to go into Necrozma. There is no reason for me not to. He goes for High Jump Kick. That's fine. I get a burn off one of my turns of sleep as he goes into Scizor, which is fine. I don't want to take a U-turn because I know it's going to do about 40%, so I'm going to go hard into my Snorlax as he goes for that U-turn. And this time he goes out into the Kingdra, and I'm like, I set up on this. He goes for Dragon Pulse, I'm like, I set up on this. I click Recycle just in case, because I knew I could take any hit. And I'm gonna set up on this. Like, he can't do anything. I'm positive his Scizor is not SD. I'm positive his Mienshao is Choice Scarf. I know it is because I saw it go for its attack. I set up on this. He goes into Sylveon, and I'm like, okay, hold on. So he's gonna have Toxic. He's already revealed that. So, in my opinion, my best play is to go into Mawile. Because there's no way he HP fires with like a Light Orb or something here. I can go into Mawile and I can threaten this thing out. He's going to go into his Typhlosion as I go for the SD. And he kind of, he loses, basically. Yeah, he loses kind of, just a little bit. So, Typhlosion gets all of his health back. However, I know for a fact that +2 Sucker Punch will OHKO a no HP Typhlosion. I'm going to go for Sucker Punch and get a crit. It turns out that he's max HP, which means that crit might have mattered. It was a roll. However, had he gone for Fire Blast, I would have just cursed up. Or I could have set up the Necrozma later on. It did kind of suck, because if he had gotten the roll, I would have been in a bad position. However, actually it just sucked. It really did suck. I potentially could have set up with Snorlax, however, it just really, really sucked for him. So, actually I would have had to get it set up Necrozma on the Sylveon. So anyway, he's going to go into Scizor and die to my Fire Fang. And then he's going to go into his Kingdra. And I did not calc earlier, as you can see, he Hydro Pump kills me. I did not calc earlier that Dragon Pulse was Specs. So, I was fearing Sub, and I did not want to go for Sucker Punch. So, I clicked Play Rough, and I died to the Specs Hydro Pump. It was a roll, which, crit for crit, I mean, it sucks, so. Anyway, he goes for Hydro Pump on my Snorlax, and I know I can set up on this thing with ease. All I had to do is recycle my berry here, and I know I can stall him out should I need to. I can curse up for free. No big deal whatsoever. Can go ahead and curse, and I know I basically beat him right here. The only way he has is to Toxic Stall me with Sylveon, and even then, the 3 mons he has, especially since he's letting all of his Hydro Pumps get depleted, the only mon he really has left that can beat my Necrozma is this Kingdra, and he's burning all his Hydro Pumps, so. I believe here I go for Hydro Pump, or Body Slam? No, I go for Recycle. Okay, so, we're going to keep playing this game, Hydro Pump, and Recycle, and Curse, And eventually I body slam and I crit him, which sucks, again. But, like, that would have just been more setup for me. Here I'm going to go for Protect. Best play in my opinion. If he goes for U-turn, I know he's going for it, and I can body slam. If he goes for high jump kick, he dies. So, he's going to go into Sylveon. I'm going to click body slam, get the para. Doesn't matter. He outspeeds me anyway. And there's nothing he can really do. So I'm going to go for the body slam, finish off this Sylveon. And he's going to go into me and shout, and I believe I click body slam because I can take the hit. And he misses, unfortunately. And he dies, unfortunately. And Snorlax wins. And we actually get a win. Yay, we got a win. We are now 1-2, God bless. So there is that. And yeah, next time we will be going against New Crustle United and Amazing Chi. It may take a while because we are currently on a hiatus for TwitchCon. However, I still think it's gonna end up being that next week that that video gets posted. Because this is the bye week right now. The day you're seeing this is the bye week. So I'm a little bit behind. Anyway, yeah, next week I should be able to get caught up, and I will be posting my Week 4 battle, hopefully, versus Amazing Chi. Anyway, I'll see you guys then. Peace.